Avoid the most common reverse parking mistake. If you follow the 3-line method, you must make sure that you don't forget to line up correctly, because lining up incorrectly significantly changes the initial steps after you lined up. You can clearly see that I overshot the 3rd line by the entire width of the bay. If this happens to you, you have to go straight backwards until your side mirror reaches the 3rd line, and that is when you start to steer. If you start turning prematurely, you are definitely not going to be able to easily fix your path, because it would need a substantial correction. Any minor path adjustments are acceptable. The graphic in the bottom corner shows exactly how I made my path adjustments as I reverse parked here. In the next scenario, pay attention to the path of the vehicle and the steering wheel graphic in the right bottom corner. Once again, I'm purposely going to overshoot the 3rd line, get closer to the 4th line, but then I'm going to continue straight backwards until I reach the 3rd line with my left side mirror, and then I'm going to start to steer. Basically, I just compensated for the difference. So that's not a big deal. You're not going to even lose points in the driving test if you do this. Also, I want to mention that you are allowed to cross the line. You have to cut the line while reverse bay parking unless you position your vehicle on a 45-degree angle, which you are not allowed to do in Western Australia in the driving test. If you leave your vehicle over the line when you finish the maneuver, then you will be penalised and potentially lose the entire parking section. In the last scenario, pay attention how I synchronize speed of the vehicle with turning rate. This is one of the most underreported issues, that a lot of driving test candidates don't meet the standards for vehicle management because they mismanage steering and speed of the vehicle. So even if you line up correctly, if you start too fast and you don't match the speed with your steering, you are definitely going to miss the bay that they allocated for you. On the other hand, if you start too slow and if you steer statically and don't move the car at all, you're not going to be able to execute this maneuver correctly. As always, feel free to ask any questions in the comment section below. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time. How to make a perfect 3-point turn in your driving test. If you are using a driveway on the right hand side, your front bumper must reach the driveway before you start turning. Don't start turning prematurely because you're going to lose points for path. You have to get deep enough, but you can't overshoot the letterbox line, which is a property line. Select reverse gear.